Self-awareness. Self-awareness is the degree of conscious awareness you have for what your body is doing, how others perceive you, and how your actions could affect those around you. Simply put, a lack of self-awareness is a lack of the capacity to comprehend who you are and how you affect those around you. A lack of self-awareness is understood as one of the reasons why many people fail to experience greater success. Simply put, self-awareness is not something you can purchase. We all like to think that we are self-aware because we have lived with ourselves our entire lives. However, research by Tasha Eurich found that 95% of people think they are self-aware, but only 10 to 15% truly are. There are some estimates that 10 to 15% is even grossly overestimating self-awareness levels. Do not worry if you are beginning to wonder whether you might be someone who lacks self-awareness. The lack of self-awareness is pretty common, and it is nothing to be ashamed of. The most important thing is that you are willing to work on it. And trust me, the effort will be worth it. Increasing self-awareness can lead to better relationships, mental wellness, decision-making, and other advantages. Self-awareness occurs on a spectrum from low to high. Self-awareness can also be divided into two categories: internal and external self-awareness. Internal self-awareness refers to how you see yourself from within. External self-awareness means understanding how others see you. Here are 8 signs you might have lower self-awareness. Number 1. Individuals with low self-awareness make excuses and avoid responsibility. Individuals who lack self-awareness tend to give themselves praise when things go well but blame others when things do not go well. This is a huge red flag for someone who lacks basic self-awareness. This type of behavior is called an unconscious self-serving bias. When a person develops the practice of taking credit for their accomplishments while placing the blame for their failures on others, this is known as an unconscious self-serving bias. Number 2. Nothing is ever their fault, and they never admit mistakes. Never admitting mistakes goes hand in hand with making excuses. This is another telltale sign of a lack of self-awareness and possibly deep insecurity. To err is human, so a person who is unwilling to admit mistakes is unaware of how they interact with others and themselves. For those who are not in tune with their inner selves, admitting mistakes makes them feel flawed or inferior. Individuals with low self-awareness will have an alternative reality that distorts their perspective, feeds their ego, and increases their self-esteem because they are terrified of being judged by others. They are also afraid of self-reflection because of this fear. Number 3. Emotionally unstable because their emotional reactions do not match the situation. Individuals with low self-awareness tends to overreact. A tendency to overreact may stem from being impulsive and out of touch with their emotions. Additionally, someone who is sensitive to criticism may also easily feel slighted and respond disproportionately. Because they do not pause to check in with their emotions, their feelings may not match the situation. Number 4. They constantly need other people's approval. Constantly needing approval from others to support your values and beliefs show a lack of self-awareness, self-belief, and self-reliance. Someone who has a healthy concept of self is more self-reliant and independent. For individuals with low self-awareness, being told they are a good person provides validation and makes them feel worthy. Number 5. Individuals with low self-awareness often become defensive when someone gives them critical feedback. Not only do they reject feedback, those who are deeply unaware of themselves often react defensively. Instead of hearing what others say to adjust their behaviors, an individual with low self-awareness will become defensive and interpret the feedback as an attack. Instead of listening, they often jump to justifying their behaviors or actions. Number 6. They need to always be in control. Being in control allows these individuals to maintain the illusion that they are powerful. Someone that is self-aware knows when to back down and just accept life for what it is, chaotic and uncontrollable. An individual with low self-awareness often tries to influence things beyond their control and will often resort to manipulation to gain control. Number 7. They lack sympathy or empathy. Individuals without self-awareness will struggle to put themselves in other people's shoes. They lack sympathy or empathy because they are unaware of their emotions and have limited insights into how their behaviors might contribute to a situation. Due to their lack of self-awareness, they cannot read the room, which puts them at odds with what is happening. Number 8. They have an inflated opinion of themselves. Individuals who lack self-awareness often overestimate their abilities. They think they can do everything better than everyone else. They think they are irresistible to others. They cannot stop talking about their success and think the world revolves around them. If you or someone are experiencing some of these signs, remember we are all born with zero self-awareness. All the self-awareness we possess, we have acquired along the way. That means self-awareness is a skill that can be learned. Here are some things you can do to improve your self-awareness. Keep an open mind. You can be more attuned to others' emotions when you regulate your emotional world. Be mindful of your strengths and weaknesses. Self-aware individuals know their strengths and weaknesses and can work from that space. Know your emotional triggers. Self-aware individuals can identify their emotions as they are happening. Apologize when necessary. Mistakes happen, but self-awareness will help you recognize when your slip-ups require apologies. Evaluate your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Take time daily to check in with your feelings. I hope this video will help you discover whether you lack self-awareness. At the same time, you can improve your awareness if you follow the tips. Please, do not hesitate to share your opinion in the comment section. Remember to like and subscribe to get notifications about similar videos.